What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Izzy Reacts, man. And this past Thursday, James Gunn, the new head of DC Studios, announced, gave us a little more clarification on what the future holds for the comic juggernauts as far as movies, television shows, and everything else of the sort. So we're gonna go over all those announcements. I did all the work for you, so you don't have to. So and that's what I do. I deliver for you guys. So here we go, man. Okay, so first up, I'm going to cover the projects that are immediately coming down the pipe, followed by the future projects. So here we go. I have it in front of me. Let's see. Okay, so first up on the projects that are immediately coming down the pipe, Shazam: Fury of the Gods. If you haven't seen my reaction to the latest trailer, I'll make sure to put it down in the at the end of the video so you guys can watch that. That comes out March 17th. Next, the Flash movie, the long-awaited Flash movie, starring Ezra Miller, who recently got out of some very, very serious hot water. If you've been following that, you know what I'm talking about. So, despite his future, despite the future being up in limbo for a while there, the Flash is coming out, and it comes out June 16th. So roughly about 3 months after Shazam, we'll be getting the long-awaited Flash movie. Then, uh, then what do you call it? Then Blue Beetle is coming to the DCEU and the big screen. That comes out on August 18th. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, August 18th. So he'll be making his debut in the DCEU. And then to round out the series of immediate projects, Aquaman, Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom, coming out this, what is it? On Christmas, this Christmas. So December 25th, 2023, Aquaman will be in theaters. So now that we covered what is coming immediately down the pipe, let's take a look at the future of the DCEU. First, uh, Commandos, and the synopsis reads like this: a 7 episode animated series written by James Gunn. It's already in production, and it's a modern take of the team of monsters that were assembled to fight Nazis. So, and the other notable thing about this project is the voice casts in the animated series will also play them in a future live action project. So that's pretty unique. Then, in lieu of a season 2 of Peacemaker, I'm pretty sure that is still happening because of the success of the first season of Peacemaker. But uh, immediately down in the future is Waller, and which is a spin-off of Peacemaker, and it focuses on Amanda Waller. You know, the woman played by Viola Davis in the Suicide Squad movies, and on Peacemaker, who kind of is in charge of that whole group of misfits. So this series is directly gonna focus on her, and Viola Davis will be reprising her role, which is also amazing. Uh, so okay, so Superman Legacy, which was uh, which was announced as well. So Superman Legacy, James Gunn stated that it will not be an origin story, and thank God, because we've already had enough origin stories of Superman. and all those heroes. As a matter of fact, every director feels that they need to do an origin story when rebooting a series, a well-known series of a well-known superhero. And no, that doesn't always need to happen. But so James Gunn, realizing that, has stated with the Superman Legacy that what do you call it? Instead of it will be a story that focuses on Clark Kent trying to balance being Superman, being super. No, his Kryptonian upbringing with his American Foundation. As he came to Earth and was raised by his adopted by his parents. So that the movie will be a blend of the two, and him trying to find that balance. And and also lanterns, man. So it says Greg Bartolini's Green Lantern series has been scrapped, and a new story will take its place, starring Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Not too familiar with Green Lanterns, but I will read more into it, and we'll see how that goes. And then The Authority, a movie based on the Wildstorm superheroes. So I did read up on this a little bit. So basically, The Authority is Superman and a bunch of other heroes, that have a different way, a different unorthodox way of saving the world. And sometimes that way, is evil. It's basically a by any means necessary type story. So it what do you call it? So yeah, I equated to the Avengers Civil War. When one side wanted to play by the rules, and then the other side, they wanted to do whatever was necessary to save the world, no matter who they put in danger. So it's kind of like that. That's what I got out of it. And okay, Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost, and so this is a Wonder Woman prequel, and will focus on theme mascara, and like I said, will take place before the events of Wonder Woman. So it's a Wonder Woman prequel focusing on the race of people that Wonder Woman comes from. And then of course you have the Batman Brave and the Bold. So there was another Batman Brave and the Bold movie, but this one will focus on Bruce and Damian Wayne, which is Batman's son. So this will be a team up adventure based on those two. Then of course the big one, the Batman Part 2, man. October 3rd, 2025. So about 2.5 years from now, we'll be getting the sequel to the Batman, and Robert Pattinson will be coming back to reprise his role as the Cape Crusader. Now, the first Batman in the Matt Reeves series, the first Batman movie was really, really well done. It was very dark, darker than your traditional Batman film. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it immensely, so I can't wait to see what they do with the sequel. And finally, no. Actually, there's two more series coming down the pipe. Booster Gold. I'm not too familiar, but the synopsis just reads an HBO Max series based on the lower tier superheroes. So I guess they must not be well known within the DC universe. And finally, after Booster Gold, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. A movie that will be based on the Tom King miniseries. So Supergirl will be getting her own movie. That's cool. The series just ended, so it's pretty cool to see her get her own movie. And finally, Swamp Thing. I believe this was supposed to come out long ago, but after a series of setbacks and cutbacks and all that, it's finally coming. So Swamp Thing is finally coming to the DCEU, So let me know what you guys think about all the announcements that were made last week in the comments. What do you want to see? What do you think they left out? Just let me know all that down in the comments, man. And that's gonna do it for this episode. Like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit that notification button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.